Ukraine orders 12,000 people from 37 towns and villages to evacuate as Russian forces look to punch through the front line with a series of missile strikes. Ukraine has ordered the mandatory evacuation of nearly 12,000 people from 37 towns and villages amid threats of a concerted effort by Russian forces to punch through the front line. Thousands of people living in the Kupiansk district of the eastern region of Kharkiv have been told by the authorities that to stay, they must sign forms saying they know the risks, as high-intensity combat and enemy shelling takes place in the area. The city of Kupiansk and the territories around it were under Russian occupation until September 2022, when Ukrainian forces conducted a rapid offensive operation that dislodged the Kremlin's forces from nearly the entire Kharkiv region. It comes after 2 young women and a man were killed, and 9 other people wounded, in a Russian missile attack on the city of Zaporizhia on Wednesday night. The bombardment damaged 15 high-rise buildings in the city, as well as a church, city council officials claimed on Thursday morning, with photos showing emergency workers sifting through debris. While the aerial bombardment continues, the city of Kupiansk, which is an important rail junction, faces the threat of being retaken by Russian forces after being liberated from Vladimir Putin's troops last September. The retaking of the area strengthened Ukraine's arguments that its troops could deliver more stinging defeats to Russia with additional armament deliveries, which its Western allies duly provided. But as Ukraine has pursued a slow-moving counteroffensive in recent weeks, Russian forces have struck back in some areas. Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maliar said Russia has formed an offensive group and is attempting to move forward in the area in an effort to advance on the Ukrainian-held city. Russia has concentrated assault troops supported by tank units, aviation and artillery in the Kupiansk area, Ukraine National Guard spokesman Ruslan Muzychuk said on national television. The Russians have formed 8 so-called Storm Z detachments, made up of convicts released from prison acting under military commanders, for the push, and fighting in the area was intense, according to Oleksandr Syrsky, the ground forces commander of the Ukrainian armed forces. Some positions are passed from hand to hand constantly, he said.